and Otter Go Sugarbushing by Liz Granholm, illustrated by Anna Granholm. Once upon a time, there was a rabbit and an otter. They lived near a lake. One morning, Rabbit and Otter decided to go for a picnic. Otter put a plate of fresh pancakes into the basket. Rabbit looked around the kitchen and asked, "Where is the syrup?" Otter smiled and reached into a cupboard and took out a small jar of syrup. "Oh no," he exclaimed. "It appears that I have no syrup left." Rabbit thought for a moment. "I have an idea. I know where we can tap some maple trees. Let's go sugar bushing." Otter happily agreed, and they gathered what they needed to tap the trees. They also made sure that they had a gift of tobacco for the Great Spirit. Later that day, Rabbit and Otter went out to the grove of maple trees. Otter was about to tap one of the trees when Rabbit shouted, "Wait! Otter, we need to remember to thank the Great Spirit and offer tobacco. Remember what happened to our wild rice?" Nodding sheepishly, Otter took some tobacco and thanked the Great Spirit for the maple sap they were going to collect. Rabbit held the buckets as Otter put a tap in each tree. Once all were hung, Rabbit and Otter stood by proudly. "Soon we'll have enough sap to make maple syrup." The next morning, Rabbit and Otter met at the grove of maple trees. When they got there, they found all their buckets lying on the ground empty. "Oh no," cried Otter. "Our sap is spilled all over the ground." Rabbit looked around in dismay. "But we thanked the Great Spirit and offered tobacco." Suddenly, someone or something ran past so fast that it knocked Otter to the ground. Rabbit reached down to help him stand up, but then nearly fell over when that someone once again went running past them. "Who was that?" he asked, wide-eyed. Squirrel suddenly stopped right in front of him, knocking Otter to the ground for the second time. "Oops, sorry!" exclaimed Squirrel. Thank you," he added, giggling and running away quickly again. "What?" Otter and Rabbit started to ask what he was thankful for, and then looked at each other confused. "The maple sap in the buckets," squealed Squirrel as he reappeared again right in front of them. "It was delicious!" Rabbit and Otter looked at one another and then at Squirrel. "We were going to make maple syrup with the sap we collected," said Otter. "Oh!" exclaimed the Squirrel. "I thought it was a gift as they were hung on my trees." He pointed up to the branches where they could see Squirrel's house. Shamefully, Rabbit tugged on his ears and Otter hung his head. They had not realized that the trees had belonged to someone. "We are sorry," they both said softly and apologetically. A voice nearby spoke. "Respect the world around you and spread love everywhere you go." "Muskrat," murmured Rabbit in surprise. Squirrel tilted his head curiously at the other two and looked toward the voice. Muskrat spoke again. "Love can be found anywhere, even in a bucket." Squirrel smiled and picked up a fallen bucket. "Shall we tap more trees?" he asked, as Rabbit and Otter nodded and ran to pick up the remaining buckets. Gi Iska Gamizagewad, Wabus Minawanigig. Written by Liz Granholm, illustrated by Anna Granholm. Shka na aberdeen gi awyawag, ingawig balbus Minawanigig. Gi zaga igan, gi isha dawag. Aberdeen dash gi ani gigisha bawag dinig. Gi onakanage wag, agwajing jedana jagewad. Nagig ogi pita an, ima makagkang anind. Inawain nabadki wishkoba kabanin. Wabus dashwin ji bakwe gamigang, gi pa inabi. Mish imagaji gagwed. Andi iwe jiwag mizigan. Gi shubingweni, digig atasawinning. Andobinad inewain mudabikunsan. Hi, giikido. Indawaj igo ninun dise iwe jiwag mizigan. Mi ajanins ga nanagada wendang. Wabus gi mikwain demosed. Ingi kendan. Winago gay ichigaya young. Ingikendan ingoji. Ge daje ojiga ge yangban. Iskagibazageda. Negeg ogi nakoman in a wen wabusun. Gaji najikamawad. Onegwakwanawan. Ogi najikwawan in a wen aseman. Jibinda konawad in a wen manadun gaye. Mish Banama, Gaji Odatamawad, Ewe Iskagabizagan, Gegadash Gine Ojiga, Ege Awe, Negeg Wenji, Biga Megod, in a Wen Wabazun. Kawe, Negeg Buchigo, the Tam J Binda Kaunagan, Awe Manadu Naganazid, Gimin Jimendan, Na Ewe Ga Shazeg. Gi manmuna ke yang, gi chi bequated, negeg ogi odapanan, inawain aseman meguchi waad, inawain gishi manadun, ewe zinzabik bakwadabu, game mamuwad. Wabus ogi hakunan, inawain akikun megwa ojiga iged, awe negeg. Ajigwa dash ka aguna waad, Kakana and Wayne, Akikun Wabus Binawanagig, Gi na Nebawag, Gichi and Nain Damawad, Ewe Bijanag, Ga Ijike Wad, Ajagega de Benek, Zinzabik Quadabu, Gewi Ayaman, G Wagabizaganakayang, Wayabadanig. Idash gitaji na kwesh kota dewag. Wabus binawanagig ima iskagmaziganing. Ajadash ga tago shinawad. Ogina abamawan. Gakana anawin akakun gi pangishinid. Indawaj igo gi pajish kwa bekazigwag. Shane hai ikirodagig. Gakina zins bakawadabu, mizawe ego gi sigase. Ayanabi awe wabus ishkindang. Taya, gigi megwish away nanan, idash gije manadu, binda kuja gayang. Gizaka gibimbatu, awiya pichi gije batud. In a way nigagun, Chigagwaganamad, O de Bibaban, Wabus in a way Nigigun, we nadamadawad, Nibawe ad, Minawadash, Gegage Gawaganamad, Awiya ga Bibambatud, a winning dawe, Iji Gagwedwe, Wabus Gosh Quindang, Mish Dijing Geget Gaje. Gagwanamad, in a way nigagun, wenji nu gigabawid, ima. Hi, gawin onjida. Gi pibagi ajidamu. Migwitch, igona. Gi kinagapi. Majaba iwed. Ani, nigig na go gay wabus, gi ne maji, gagwedwe wag. Ga migwicha we manid in a wen ajidamun, gi goshka bama in a gozewad. Shinta gish, away zin zibakwa de bubu, in my akakang. Gi shabowe away ajidamu be nagozed, minawa. Winge, gi bin min, gaye. Gi tibabandawag, wabus binawanagig, gaji dibababawad, in a wen of jidamun. In Dana, we iskigibizamin, a way zinzbakwa debu. Jiji wagamizigan nekayang, gi ikidonagig. Hi, bibagi a jidamu. Ingi and danan, win a way bagajagan. Ga gudig ima nimitagong. Ijaduna negid ima awaka iganing Gaje e teg. Wabus ogi wiko bidodan. Otawagan. Agan dang. Nagig dashweed ni na waabikweni. Gawin ganage ogi giken dan zinawa. Awiyan gi iji daned imad bitagong. Gawin on jada giakadowag agajawad. Miyama wenji nundagozed. Awiya manajitun gidikiminan. Jawenjiwak mizube. Wajashk gisaskana mewe. Goshkona gozed. Awe wabus. Ajidamu dashwin gi gwe kebek weni. Ganawabadmad. Inawen wabusun. Nigigun minawa washkalashkun. Ga nundagon sined. Minawa gi nundagozi. Awe wajashk. Mizawe ate jawen jagawen. Dabashko go oma akakan. Ajidabu gi shuming weni. Odapanad. Anwen akakun ga pangishidid. Inagok inagiga ojiga egamen. Gi kagwedwe. Gi numum imekwe tadigwag. Wabus minawam negig. Odapanawad. Ogakana godak inawen akakun. Meet you.